Hi Cancer, welcome to your May reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I could be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles, and if this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep it in your back pocket or you can come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of May, see what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect down the line. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get into this reading, starting off with some affirmations for my Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for May 2021. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And yeah, so let's see what's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Any affirmations for my Cancerians, please? Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have wisdom coming out. I think they might have cut them out in your last reading. I don't remember, to be honest. And truth. Okay, interesting. Wisdom and truth. So let's start off with wisdom. Okay, here we go. Do you define yourself by others' expectations? Release fears and past beliefs, and life will take care of itself in flow. Affirmation, I am trusting my inner wisdom. And truth. Every situation in life can be seen from many points of view, but the truth is in the answer which gives you peace of mind. Affirmation, I am truthful to myself. I think in the month of May, you guys are seeking out some sort of truth, or you're coming to some sort of realization about something. There is an answer that's within you, but you're needing to take the time to go inward to actually hear what the message is, or whatever it is that your higher self is trying to tell you or guide you towards. I think it's super important for you guys to surround yourself near your element, water, be around the lake, river, ocean, anywhere near water, or even take a salt bath, things like that. Or just, somewhere peaceful where you can just be in silence with yourself, with your thoughts, okay? That's how you're going to unlock some sort of inner truth. I do think there's the energy of you guys needing to go inward in the month of May, all right? And whatever situations may be going on right now in your personal life, there are different angles you can view the situation. Looking at this crystal over here, right? All the different sides to the situation. That's actually interesting because when I was prepping the tarot decks, we had the Hangman come out at the bottom, or actually I guess this is the top. But then on my other deck, and I was like, oh, this is so interesting. We got the Hangman come out twice. And I was like, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to shuffle it anymore. So the fact that then Truth came out with all the different angles of this crystal, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Hangman kind of energy. Like looking at things from a different perspective, a new understanding. Being open-minded and willing to hear the other person. Let's just say, for example, you and a friend or you and a partner recently got into like a little bit of an argument, but having the maturity to hear each other out, to work together, to have honest conversations and speaking your truth. And let me turn my notifications off. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn it off. That shows growth, that shows maturity. And I think another thing in the month of May is about you guys digging into deeper depths of yourself. Perhaps you have defined yourself by other people's expectations, or, oh my gosh, my dog is snoring so loud. Perhaps you have been defining yourself by others' expectations, or you put a lot of value into what people think of you, other people's opinions, and you're working through that. You're recognizing areas where that might stem from, perhaps childhood, how you were raised, or some certain significant relationship in your life. Anyways, you guys are doing a lot of digging, a lot of reflection. Maybe this was highlighted with the full moon in Scorpio we just had, and there's this moon in the corner. We also have the full moon in Sagittarius coming up next month, or I guess in May, whenever you come across this. I don't have the date, so don't quote me. So it's a pretty interesting time. We have Pluto going retrograde now officially, which is a very transformative energy, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. We have Mercury retrograde coming up at the end of May to like the very end of May, early June. That's when we're going to start feeling the effects of that. But, there's going to be lots of opportunities for you guys to reflect and view things from a different understanding and grow and, you know, heal certain parts of yourself that maybe you weren't aware of. So I think it's important for you guys to work through your fears and step into your confidence, your courage, using that courage and, you know, not letting your fear hold you back. You're breaking through past beliefs, certain mindsets you used to have, and you're looking at things from just a different understanding, a different perspective, and you're actually starting to trust your own inner wisdom, your own inner guidance. All right, and you're being honest with yourself, or you're needing to be honest with yourself when you're having these honest conversations with those around you, as well as conversations with yourself as you are breaking away from certain habits, certain mindsets, certain things that no longer serve you. It requires you to be honest and looking at the facts, looking at what's in front of you. Instead of avoiding it or shoving it under the rug or pretending it's not there, you're needing to just look at it, looking at your shadow, looking at what you don't like, recognizing that you actually have the capability and the responsibility to make changes if you so choose. Okay? And then even with the peacock coming out here in this wisdom card talks about a new perspective, right? In the animal oracle deck, it talks about a different point of view, growth, maturity, as well as beauty and luxury and, you know, a lot of good things. So we're going to actually pull some animal oracle messages too, see what's going on for you guys in May 2021. My Cancerians. Animal oracle messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Any animal oracle messages for my Cancerians in May, please show me clearly. What messages do my Cancerians need to know? Be mindful. Okay, doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Let's get into it. Oh, the butterfly trying to come out. I know this was at the bottom of the deck when I picked it up. I was going to mention it. I didn't. And then these are way too many cards. But I guess that was meant to come out. The butterfly. Big change. Big transformation. I'm liking it. I'm just going to shuffle it a little bit more. Just because of that big stack that came out. Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021? Okay. Messages for my Cancerians in May 2021. Okay, we have the raccoon. Yeah, looking at your shadow, and it requires you to have strength with the lion at the bottom of the deck. Patience, the strength to acknowledge these things, taking responsibility, things like that. Anyways, so the raccoon and butterfly, we have air and earth coming out, so there's a good balance between these elements, right? You're not stubborn and stiff, immovable, but you're also not like head in the clouds, fuzzy brain, fuzzy minded. Like you got a good middle ground going on here. Okay, so there are changes, there are transforming energies around you, within you, in your environment, in your life. Okay, you're on this journey, and even the last how many reads I've done for you guys the past few months, or even who knows how long, you guys have been on this journey of transformation and stepping into your truth and your authenticity and embracing who you truly are. And this has been a theme going on for a while. And so I think there could be some fears about truly stepping into your fullest potential, shining bright. Like I feel like there's this hesitation, or there's part of you that wants to hide, hide away as a raccoon, or like hide behind like a stage name or a mask, or almost dimming your light because you're afraid you're gonna be too bright and everybody's gonna go blind. Like you don't want to blind people with your brightness, but like you're needing to push through that. All right, the raccoon is someone who's extremely artistic, very skilled at what they do. So whatever it is that you do, Cancer, whether you're artistic, creative, or not, whatever you do that you love, you're great at it. You know it deep down. You know that you're talented. You know that you're skilled as fuck. So why hold yourself back? Why limit yourself? Why restrict yourself or tell yourself that you can't or that you're not good enough? Because the truth is you are good enough, Cancer. So stop doubting it and stop lying to yourself. And once you stop lying to yourself and you're able to face this shadow, because look at all the darkness in this card. Look at all the shadow, right? There's a lot of things that maybe you have been ignoring or suppressing. Like I said, there's lots of different angles you can look at this, and you're needing to look at all perspectives, as well as instead of sweeping certain things under the rug, you're being asked to look at it, do a little bit of spring cleaning, right? Get rid of any of that dust, any of that dirt, whatever that no longer serves you, right? In this truth card, there's a sword. Cut that out, remove it, especially even with the full moon in the corner. Remove it. You don't need it. Water is also very cleansing, very healing, so be around your element, Cancer. That's really going to help you clear out, purge anything. Some of you actually need to just, you know, take like a nice salt bath with Epsom salts, and like maybe if you have some crystals that are water safe, you can put them in your bath. Do a little meditation, do some grounding, things like that as you are going through these changes, okay? As the butterfly talks about transformation, you guys are hatching out of your cocoon, or you've been in this phase for a while. A lot of you have been hatching out of your cocoon, or like you've been in the cocoon stage, transitioning from the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's been a gnarly, tough cycle that you guys have been on, but you're getting closer and closer to the finish line. Don't quit now. You're almost there, Cancer. You're about to spread your wings and fly off into the distance, and who knows what's around the corner. Hopefully some amazing things. I think, without a doubt, you got some great things coming your way, so keep your head up, keep pushing. I think it's really important for you guys to be surrounding yourself with your comforts, your friends, family, those that you love, as well as activities that help support you and make you feel good about yourself. You know, walking once a day, or getting some fresh air, maybe doing some sort of hobby, something that you like to do where you can maybe express yourself, or you can be free and just be in the present moment. Maybe get into a little exercise routine, or some sort of yoga routine, or meditation routine, or just something that you can return to once a day to just help recharge you and keep you sane, right? Through these changes, through the struggles, through the moments where you may have doubt or fears about the direction you're going down, or where you may second guess yourself. Something you can return to that helps keep you solid and stable and grounded, especially in your emotions, right? You may have moments where you feel like blue or heavy or just stressed for no reason. You're like, why? Like, I'm just trying to relax. This is my day off. I shouldn't be stressing about these things. Or, you know, those days where you guilt trip yourself when you have a break, or when you're not really doing anything because you're giving your body, your mind a time to rest, but you can't seem to rest because you feel guilty. You feel like you should be doing something. Stop. Right now, Cancer. I can say that for myself. I've had some days like that too. Like, I know I should be resting. I know I should just take this time off for myself because I need it. My body needs it. You know, maybe you've injured yourself or whatever, but then you end up being hard on yourself. Like, oh, but I should be doing this, and I should be doing that, and I should be doing all these different things, but here I am doing nothing, wasting time. No. You need time out. You need some breaks. You need to recharge, Cancer. Because let's be real, if your battery is drained, how are you going to get anything done when you're not in the right energy? If anything, it's just going to be more frustrating. It's going to create more blocks, and we don't want that. So take time out for you, Cancer. You're going to need it. You're going through big changes, and it may be exhausting. You might be having like spiritual upgrades or mental upgrades, you know, your perspective on something's changing. There might even be changes in your career, in your certain relationships, okay? And so, you know, it can be a little bit scary, and that could be why you're hesitant and you're wanting to just go and hide in your little crab shell. You know, if you gotta hide for a little bit, that's all good, but don't hide forever, because you got some great things to do, some things to share with the world. It's time for you guys to step out into the unknown, step out of your comfort zone, and when you do that, that's where you grow and transform. So, yeah, interesting energy, Cancer. I'm gonna get some water. I'm kind of stuffed up all of a sudden. It's weird. Stay hydrated. So let's get some, I was gonna say, let's get some water. I was like, no, I just drank some. Let's get some tarot messages for my Cancerians. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Any messages for my Cancerians? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. What's going on for my Cancerians, please? Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May? What messages do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next month? What's going on for my Cancerians, please? Messages for Cancer, we have the Knight of Swords backside, 10 of Wands, Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. 8 of Pentacles, backside. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We also have 10 of Cups, backside. Okay, we got a lot of backside energy, but that's... Yeah, wait, are all these backside? Or is this the front? No, this is the back. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, 8 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. What the hell are you doing? Okay. Alright, Cancer. So basically what I'm getting here is that you're getting really, really close to this fulfilling time in your life, a really good place in your home life, in your relationships, the relationship you have with yourself, and just overall feeling great. When we look at this side, you're getting really close to that rainbow, to everything you ever wanted. But you're not there quite yet. It's so close yet so far away. That's how it feels. It feels like you can almost taste it, but yet it's around the corner. Like there's still some work that needs to be done. Okay? And we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, and Page of Swords backside. Thought it was the Knight, turns out it's actually the Page. Okay, so it's been a struggle, not gonna lie. There's been a lot on your plate, and it's been difficult to put in work when you have so many responsibilities and things to take care of, and then when you actually have time to work on yourself or work on the things that you want to get off the ground, you just don't even have the energy for it because you're exhausted, because you're drained, because you've been taking care of business, taking care of all these fires that you're trying to put out. It's tiring, it's draining. That's why I was saying it's so important for you guys to rest, because you need it. You can't get anything done if you are exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? So there's been a lot of struggles. There's been a lot on your plate, and it's taken away from you being able to move closer to your goals, to your 10 of Cups, right? It's there. You feel so close, but yet so far away. There's something in your life. Perhaps this goes back to childhood, because even in the 8 of... Holy shit, my dog is just so loud right now. It's very distracting. She's like moving around. In the 8 of Pentacles and even the 8 of Cups, there's like a child in both these cards. So something about children or your own inner child needs to be recognized here. Let's see. Oh my god, you are so loud. She's so loud right now. I feel like you guys are looking back at who you used to be, or like looking at the past or your past self as you are reflecting, as you are acknowledging some things that are going on within, or where this shadow side comes up, or these fears, insecurities, where you may second guess yourself or hold yourself back, right? Where you may define yourself by others, fears, past beliefs, things that have been getting in the way or holding you back. Part of these struggles, right? That's also been a weight on your shoulder, and it's been difficult to like lighten the load because there's just been so much you haven't really had the time to take out for you, right? We have the 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. It's like you're looking back at a time or revisiting memories of yourself where you felt alone or felt like maybe neglected. And again, I think this goes back to seeking validation or defining yourself by others' expectations, always wanting some sort of approval, but never really getting it. And there's a lot of struggles that stem from these experiences that have affected you even up to this very moment, where you may not even be aware of it unless you sit with yourself and think about it for quite some time. It's something that had happened long, long ago, like, again, childhood energy. And it's like you're revisiting or you're looking back at your younger self, or it's something about like your own inner child coming out, wounded inner child energy. When we look at the 8 of Cups and looking at these cups, how they're all like damaged, kind of banged up, and there's all these dents in the cups, right? Looking back at times where you've invested energy into situations, into relationships, into things that weren't the best for you. And then it's like, it's always like, I'm getting like, you know, wanting to help others, wanting to fix people, wanting to be there for them, but then instead of actually helping them, you just damaged yourself by staying in certain connections, certain relationships. I don't know. This is weird. Like, I'm trying to like make sense of this. Anyways, with the Ace of Swords coming out here, because this comes out after these cards, it's like you have a new perspective where you're looking at things differently. It's like overcoming these struggles of not being good enough. You guys are choosing to cut out some things from your life, or you're detaching yourself from who you used to be, or how you view yourself, or how you used to view yourself. You used to view yourself as someone who was weak, not good enough, not talented enough, blah blah blah, like all these certain things, how you would look at yourself in the mirror and you would tell yourself these things, and like negative self-talk. But I think in the month of May, you're trying to work through that. And like I said, it ain't easy. And you got a lot of other things on your plate that have been making this whole process even more difficult. There's room for growth. There's room for learning. Don't beat yourself up over past experiences or mistakes. They're not mistakes. They're opportunities for you to learn and grow from. But with this Page of Swords backside, it's like some of you might be making things harder for yourself than it actually needs to be. It's like you're working twice as hard, but if you were to just approach things differently, or again, look at things from a different perspective, it would go a lot smoother. Like for a while, maybe some of you could have been making excuses. Oh, well, I was raised this way, so I can't change who I am. This is who I am. This is who I'm always going to be. But then you realize, wait, I don't have to be like this anymore. I can change this, or I can unlearn certain things, or I can heal this part of myself that maybe you never thought of before, maybe you never thought could be a possibility. Like you may be finding yourself looking back on past experiences and seeing where you went wrong, or seeing how you could do things differently. Like now that you look at it, like in hindsight, you see how you could have handled things differently or done things differently, and there might even be some regret or resentment that you hold towards yourself or somebody. Because when we look at this Page of Swords backside, Ten of Wands, it's like, let's just say that this is your younger self, whether this was a year ago, 6 months ago, or even like way back childhood, okay? But it like younger version of you, where that was yesterday, week ago, year ago, you get me, your past self. You're looking back at past experiences of things that you've done, and you realize, hey, I probably could have done things differently. Maybe the way I handled a situation wasn't the most efficient, or maybe if I would have done things differently, things today would be much different, or I'd be in a completely different scenario. Now, there's no use of you guys beating yourself up over your past. You can't change your past. You can learn from it, you can grow from it, and you can do things differently moving forward. The past doesn't have to dictate who you are today. And so I think you are using these past experiences and you're growing from them, you're learning from them, and you're also recognizing your potential for change in the future, and how as you use these experiences to help further you, you get closer and closer to what you actually want, right? Because maybe you're realizing you've done something differently, but you can't change the past, but you can change the future. Okay, so then again, with that 8 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups backside, technically reversed. So this is some sort of, again, the past, looking back at past experiences, maybe where you seeked validation from others, or you didn't feel good enough from within, things like that, where maybe these insecurities, where you doubt yourself, or you're fearful of truly stepping into your power, stepping into who you truly are and shining as bright as you possibly could. There's the fear of not being good enough, or the fear of being judged, or whatever. Like again, stems from these past experiences, but you're finding a way to break through it, or your perspective on something's changing, or you're having some sort of breakthrough. And even in this card, the eagle comes through. The eagle talks about very huge change, very significant, and also divine intervention or divine timing coming at play here, orchestration, things like that. Okay. And even when we look at the Ace of Swords, the mountains behind, it's like you climb to the top of the mountain, you think you're done, but then you're like, oh wait, I have to climb more, and then you keep climbing to the top to realize there's another mountain to climb. It's just like, climbing a mountain, for those who have hiked a mountain before, it sure as hell ain't easy. There's moments where you want to quit, you want to give up, it's a struggle, it's painful, it's excruciating, it's uncomfortable, you're tired, you just want to break, you feel exhausted, you have so much on your plate. Your shoulders feel heavy, right? And that's why it's so important as you're going through these changes, how you need to ground yourself and surround yourself with support and love and the things that will help keep you solid, okay? Because obviously, whatever it is that you're coming to terms with or coming to some sort of realization, Cancer, it's not something that's just like, oh, it's super lighthearted. Like, I feel like it's something deeper. I think it's something that has affected you for a long time. Okay, and again, it's your own inner truth. You're recognizing your truth. The truth that you were told as a child growing up may be completely different to what your truth may actually be. But it takes the time for you to actually go inward and start asking yourself these questions. And then you start realizing, hey, maybe I don't actually believe that. Maybe that's just what I've been told my entire life. But that's not actually the reality, right? Because our reality built on certain memories, certain thoughts, certain beliefs, just to realize, oh my god, that's not even true, and how much of an awakening that can be. It can be intense, it can be crazy. That's why I'm saying it's so important for you guys to ground yourselves. We'll do a bit of clarifying. Let's see what's going on. Let's just take a look into this Ace of Swords. I don't feel like clarifying too much. Just see, I don't really want to look into the Ten of Wands or the Page of Swords backside or even the Eight of Cups, Five of Pentacles. I think this is just representing something from your past that you're reflecting on. We have a lot of dust over here. Shit. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. I was going to say, I don't know. Okay, Ace of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Oh god, I'm gonna drop it. There we go. Ace of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May 2021. Ace of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in May. Two of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. So two aces. Nope, that's too many. Ace of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Nine of Swords. We have the Devil, Nine of Pentacles, King of Wands reverse, Seven of Pentacles reverse, Temperance reverse. So there's definitely impatience. Let's see. Impatience in what? When it comes to unlocking these truths, is it... I think there's a lot of frustration that could be built up when it comes, or again, resentment or anger that you may still hold now. Maybe this is revolving around some sort of relationship in your life. Or again, you're looking back at something, new perspective. You see the opportunity that you can gain from this, for your own personal growth and moving forward. It's maybe there's a connection in your life or a relationship in your life that maybe is making you realize these things about yourself, or there might be a little bit of triggering going on here or even mirroring going on here, and this is an opportunity for your own personal growth and development, but it freaks you out, or again, this change has you anxious or stressed out, and then I was saying, there could be some frustration or anger, resentment from within you about these past experiences. So for some, you're getting clarity on a relationship, or there's a relationship in your life currently that's making you realize certain things deep within you that you didn't realize before, or this is about you guys getting clarity on a relationship from your past. And as you're getting this clarity or realizing something, it's bringing up a lot of stress or a lot of triggers. Okay, so basically it's either this is you guys getting clarity within about something from your past or your childhood or how you were growing up, or a belief or a mindset that you had and you're getting triggered, or there's a person in your life who's currently triggering you, even if it's a romantic partner or a friendship or someone you work with, you're being triggered to look at some things within you and this is an opportunity for you to grow. Ace of Pentacles over here. But there's these fears, or there's this anxiety, the stress, or tossing and turning. Some of you maybe even been struggling sleeping at nighttime, or just dreaming about these things, right? Even when you go to sleep, you're still dreaming, you're still processing, your brain's still going on about these things that you're trying to come to terms with or realize. Anyways, I think this Nine of Swords is also connected with the Devil that came out. So there's something that you're trying so hard to break away from, but it's almost impossible. And I think it's like there's something that you're needing to accept or come to terms with, and until you do, it's going to continue to like keep following you. Or it's like, again, if you continue to keep ignoring whatever this is, it's just going to keep coming up until you finally look at whatever this truth is. Let's just say you continue to keep ignoring whatever this is. There will be continual patterns in your life, in relationships, mindsets, connections, things that will continually try to force you to look at these things within. And whether you want to look at them or just try to ignore and put the blinders on, that's up to you. But, I mean, you can't run away from whatever this is. And it seems like mental torture. I think you guys are trying really, really hard to be strong and independent, and you don't need to rely on anyone. And I think this, again, there's some sort of resentment or hurt, anger that you may carry up within you that like has been holding you back. But that's like where this fear stems from. Like there's just some sort of fear of facing the truth, or fear of change, fear of I don't know, like fear of what? Like, what are you afraid of? Why? Are you afraid of being honest with yourself? Are you afraid of... This is just, I don't know, this is a challenging read for me, I can't lie. What do I look into now? Let's just take a look into the Eight of Pentacles, see what you're working on. Cancer, what is going on? Let me know in the comments below, because this seems, I don't know. I have no clue, y'all. But for those who resonate with this, I'm sending you my love. Eight of Pentacles for Cancer. Eight of Pentacles for Cancer, summarizing Venus. We have the King of Pentacles, nice. Eight of Pentacles, backside for Cancer, please. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. So there's, like, okay. This is such a different read. Eight of Swords reverse, okay. Bottom of the deck, Hangman, Emperor reverse, Judgment. Like I said, and then Ace of Wands, Two of Swords. Like I said, there's some sort of belief, mindset thing that you've had your whole life built upon, and it turns out it wasn't even real, or a belief you had wasn't even real, or something that shaped who you are or your identity. Turns out that's not even the case. You're working through some sort of inner truth, inner wounded child energy, or something that stems way back, or something that stemmed deep, deep down that you're now coming to terms with, or now you're starting to realize or trying to accept. Some of you are struggling, some of you want to ignore it, but the longer you ignore it, the worse it's going to get. It's just going to continue building up within you, stronger and stronger and stronger, until the tower falls or until the universe steps in. And that's why we actually have Judgment coming out, because it's like, if you don't look at this, Judgment, divine intervention, divine orchestration is going to come out play here, completely out of your control. When we look at the Emperor reverse, it doesn't matter what you try to do. If you continue to just like try to ignore whatever this is, this realization that you're having from within, it's out of your control, and you're going to have to look at it, or like I don't know what you're looking at, Cancer, but you're having a breakthrough, or you're having some sort of change in perspective on something about yourself, or you're evolving, you're changing, your perspective on something's changing, which is good. And you will be releasing yourself from these fears or anxieties or whatever's been on your mind that you've been fearful of. Like, again, this opportunity of growth. You were struggling, but now it's kind of getting easier, or as you are realizing the lessons from these past experiences. Now, like I said, you're looking at your younger self. Okay, I could have done things differently. I can't change the past, but I can change the future, and I can learn from these experiences, right? That's what you're doing here. King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's change. There's change. And as you are recognizing the possibility for change, and you have this new perspective, and maybe you've had a wake-up call, or, you know, divine intervention came at play, or something triggered you on your life, whether it was a relationship, whether it was something within you that you just realized, something striked you, I don't know. There's change here. There's change. And it helps, it helps you break out of this self-limiting beliefs or mindsets, or I think it's again, we had the full moon in Scorpio last night. Maybe that's that energy I'm picking up on, because this is an intense Cancer. Something here is being illuminated within you, and it's out of your control. It doesn't matter what you do. You can try to ignore it all you want. It's going to keep on coming up until you face whatever this is in your relationships, in yourself, in certain things in your life that are just going to continue coming up until you look at whatever this truth is. And until you do look at this truth, it's just going to, what am I saying? This is I don't know how to translate right now. It's this is complicated, but I don't have time to clarify everything. Maybe if I did clarify more, we'd understand, but I'm running out of time trying to just think and contemplate. But we have the Hierophant flipping out, which talks about wisdom, experience, growing, learning, right? Evolving, and, you're going through spiritual upgrades, or you're just, you're upgrading yourself. You're not who you used to be. And, I don't even know what this resonates. We're just going to set this card here, because I wasn't even clarifying any specific card until now. I didn't say which card I was shuffling for, but the Hierophant came out, Taurus energy. So I think it's just important for you guys to be open to learning from your past, and to not beat yourself up over the things that didn't work out, or the areas where you may have made mistakes, or where you went wrong, or how you maybe, whatever, you can't change the past. Again, with that Nine of Swords, some of you maybe were, in your head, beating yourself up over things that you've done wrong, or how you could have done things differently, tossing and turning, struggling with falling asleep at night. And again, I'm saying, something has triggered you, whether it's a relationship in your life, or it's a relationship from your past that you're being reminded of, but there's something from your past coming up, inner child energy, that's making you kind of face some things, and it's uncomfortable, and it's stressful, but it's it's good that you're facing it, as painful, as stressful, as uncomfortable as it is. It's a good thing that you're taking a look at this, because this is really going to help aid to your own personal growth. And you don't have to go through this alone. Some of you have been feeling alone, or some of you have been just kind of distant. Let's just say with this Five of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, you're I'm just gonna do this myself, and no one needs to know about this, and I'm just gonna kind of hide away in my little crab shell and pretend nothing's going on, even though I'm going through it. Those are for my Cancerians that keep things hidden. Maybe you want to talk to someone you trust, a friend, family member, even therapist, that might really help benefit you. Okay, but as you are coming to terms with something, getting clarity, a new perspective on something, you're seeking this inner truth, and you're starting to trust yourself and finding your own validation from within, that's helping you make the changes and breaking away from old ways and healing your inner child. So big completion here. The butterfly, Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. We got tens out here. Tens talk about completion of cycles. So you guys are, it's very intense time. We do have Mars in Cancer, but to be honest, I can't tell you what that transit's doing, because I haven't looked into it. I've not done any research on the astrology right now. So yesterday, Pluto has actually gone retrograde, and Pluto is currently in the sign of Capricorn, which is the opposite, our counterpart of Cancers. So we're actually going to be feeling the impact of this quite heavily. So check out where Pluto sits in your chart. Also, Pluto rules Scorpio, so you may want to check out where Scorpio sits in your chart, because, we're going to be feeling it. Pluto is the planet of transformation, death, rebirth, the underworld kind of energy. So expect to do a lot of internal work, shadow work, looking inwards, reflecting a lot. This is a very transformative time, and Pluto retrograde lasts until October 6th, so 6 months of this shit in Cancer. So basically, remember how we had all this Capricorn Cancer energy for the last couple years and how intense that was? Well, we got a little bit more of that coming our way, so brace yourself, prepare. We're gonna be okay. It's just gonna be intense. Let's take a look into this Ten of Cups. You're getting closer to it, but like I said, there's some work that needs to take place before you get to this peaceful end goal time. There's some work that needs to take place. But then once you do the work, once you release certain things, mindsets, behaviors, toxic tendencies, and you are willing to learn from your mistakes and not beat yourself up over it, but you're willing to learn and grow and better yourself, then you're able to enjoy the rewards of your hard work. So 10 of Cups for Cancer, summarizing Venus in May 2021. Alchemist, 8 of Cups reverse, sees like there's the path coming through again. That 8 of Cups backside with the 8 of Cups reverse, the same energy. Something from the past needs to be acknowledged before you can move forward, before you're able to move on. Like there's something from your past that's needing to be healed. Oh wow, what do we have? 2 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, let me grab this. Okay. Kind of hit my head on my wall. 2 of Wands, right? I always say you got a decision. You continue on this cycle. Continually repeat this cycle that you've been on. Ignore the signs. Ignore what needs to be acknowledged. Pretend it's not even there. And eventually, maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually universe will be like, hey, Cancer, look at this shit. Look at this shit, you know? And it ain't gonna be fun. Or you can choose to do the dirty work now and clean up whatever this residue of the past is, whatever this is, this attachment or this struggle or this thing that just keeps on coming up, and it's going to continue coming up until you face whatever this is. You got an option. You can either do it now or do it later, but you're going to have to get it done some point in time. And you don't have to go through this alone. You can get help. You can extend to a friend. Maybe if you talk to someone, this might just make the whole process a lot easier. This talks about growth. This also talks about moving. For some of you, travel for school or studying. Again, like there's the opportunity for you guys to better yourself and grow from this. Or you can just choose to continue on this cycle, struggling, going through things alone, making excuses as to why you can't change, or why you will always never be this, or never be enough, or never be worthy, or, you know, those self-sabotaging beliefs that you continually tell yourself. But, like, basically you have a choice. You can become the butterfly, or you can stay the caterpillar. It's up to you. You can stay in your cocoon as long as you want, until you're ready. If you're not ready to face these things, that's cool. Face them when you're ready, or never. It's up to you, right? You are the alchemist here. You have your free will on what you want to do. You have all the tools in front of you, but don't get mad when you have all the ingredients to make a cake, but the cake's not made. You actually have to put the ingredients together, mix it up, throw it in the oven. You have the ingredients in front of you, but you're the one who has to put it together. Or you can just sit and watch it and nothing happens. It's up to you. I don't know, Cancer. This was a weird read. Like, not the typical read that I normally get for you guys. Pretty intense. Obviously not going to apply for everybody. Maybe this is someone in your life. Maybe it's not even you, Cancer. Maybe it's someone you know who's struggling. Who knows, man? But my heart goes out to you. You got this. You'll be good. And there's just some things you're needing to deal with. I don't know. Not the typical read in general, but okay. Came out for a reason. We're not going to question it. I hope it made sense, because to be honest, there are moments where I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just letting my my intuition try to guide me as I'm trying to translate what these mean. I don't even know, y'all. Wow. Okay, Cancer. What Tikashi messages do we have for Cancer? We actually have listening. Like I said at the very beginning of the reading, how important it is for you guys to listen to your thoughts, listen to your higher self. We have sensitivity and cooperation coming out. So listening. Now is the time to listen to your intuition. Slow down and quiet the mind chatter. Listen to your own words and ensure you're using positive language. When you hear others, make sure you really listen to what's being said and remember to listen to more than just the words. Listen to your world with your heart. Sensitivity. Be sensitive. Respond rather than react. Take care of your own feelings and be sensitive to the needs of others. There is no need to have oversensitivity and hurt feelings. You always have a choice as to how you feel. Be sensitive to your environment. Actively engage in all your senses as you walk upon the earth. And cooperation. Cooperate with yourself. Don't give yourself such a hard time. A balance of give and take is what's needed. Let go and allow that which is for your highest good. Now is the time for active participation in group projects. In active cooperation, you will gain much more than you anticipated. Be responsive to all situations. So yeah, Cancer, that is what I got for you guys for the month of May. If you guys found this helpful, insightful in any way, please feel free to let me know if this resonated. Let me know what's up. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.